Like, what is your purpose? Do you even know? What has God called you to do? This is Life After Corporate. This makes day 384. And I want to talk about purpose, your purpose. What has God called you to do? I know what it's like not to know what my calling is. I know exactly what it feels like not to know what God has called you to do. For many years, I was on the journey of trying to figure that out. And I actually just turned 42 just a few days ago. And I want to say around 39 or 40 is when I really understood what my calling was. So for me, I think it's completely normal if you are maybe in your 30s, approaching your 40s, and you just do not know what your purpose is. So today we are going to figure that out, okay? So go ahead and hit that like button if this video is for you. If you're trying to figure out your purpose, that's exactly what we're going to do today. Let's get to it.
It's okay for you. Take a day or two, get your mind together, sing it with me, say all to Jesus I surrender all.
So, everyone on this planet Earth was born for a reason, okay? So it doesn't matter who you are. Every single person on this planet Earth has a purpose, okay? But a lot of times we struggle with identifying what that purpose is. And sometimes we don't end up fulfilling God's purpose because we just don't have no idea what it is. And I've just learned over time, as you get closer to God, He will reveal it to you. So I want to walk through this with you on how you can identify your God-given gift, your purpose, and what you're called to do here in this lifetime. So let's get to it. Who do you naturally feel drawn to help? The people you're burdened for often point towards your purpose. Okay, so ask, who breaks my heart? Who do I naturally want to encourage or solve problems for? I know for me, I'm naturally drawn to help women, okay? It's just something about me. I'm a girl's girl, and I just want to see women win, okay? And I think that just goes from me being a single mom off and on throughout my life and just experiencing different struggles, you know, being in, you know, relationships that were not healthy for me, and, you know, being able to get out of those relationships and just be the best person I could be. So I feel like I can relate to a lot of women who have been in toxic relationships. I can relate to the single moms. I'm also a mom who started early. I had my first child at 17. So I know what it's like to be a teen mom. So in general, I just feel like I can relate to a lot of struggles that everyday women have. And that's the exact reason why I was led to serve women. And I'm not saying that I will never serve men, but just right now in my season, I'm feeling called to serve women of all walks of life. So the next question is, what problems do people consistently come to you for? Your purpose often leaves clues in your everyday life. Ask yourself, what do people ask me for help with over and over again? Okay. Next question. What experiences has God brought you through? Your testimony may be someone else's breakthrough. So the pain that you overcame could actually be a part of your purpose. Next, I want you to think about what comes naturally to you. Your gifts, your strengths. Pay attention to what feels effortless to you but valuable to others. So then the last thing I want you to do is ask God every day, God, reveal to me what my purpose is. I know that I did that for many, many years. Like many years. God, show me what my purpose is. And through trial and error, through me trying different things, God eventually revealed it to me. So sometimes you just have to start something and see if that resonates with what God is calling you to do. So for me, I've tried different businesses that did not align with what God called me to do. But in order for me to know that, I had to try it. So for example, I was a notary, okay? And I was doing home closings. And I thought that, at one point that maybe this is what I was meant to do. This is how God wanted me to serve. And then after doing it, I realized this is not aligning with me. Then I became a marriage officiant. And then I realized that wasn't aligning with me. So through trial and error is what led me to where I am today, where I finally realized that I am here to serve women in all walks of life and help them build income outside of their 9-to-5. Because I am a woman who had to do exactly that. Real quick, really quick. I just wanted to pause because I realized there was one more thing I wanted to share. As I look back on my journey, I don't believe any of it was wasted. Becoming a notary signing agent, becoming a marriage officiant, those weren't my long-term calling. But I truly believe God used every one of those seasons for a reason. I believe sometimes God allows us to go through seasons of trials and errors because He's preparing us. He's teaching us things we couldn't have learned any other way. He's giving us wisdom and experience that we'll eventually use to help someone else. And I also think sometimes He allows us to walk through what isn't our long-term assignment so that when He does reveal what He's truly calling us to do, we can look back and see how He was connecting the dots all along. Now, for me, everything just started clicking. I realized God wasn't just preparing me for my purpose. He was preparing me to help other people discover theirs. He allowed me to walk through those different seasons so I could gain the wisdom, experience, and perspective to help someone else. And my hope is that by sharing what I've learned, I can help someone avoid some of the same mistakes and unnecessary trial and errors I went through. So if you're in a season where you're trying different things and you're wondering, God, is this it? Don't get discouraged, okay? Don't get discouraged. Keep seeking Him. Keep inviting Him into your decisions. Trust that He can use every season, even the ones that don't turn out the way you expected, to prepare you for what He has next. I just felt like that was important to share. All right, let's continue with the video. So through my journey of learning how to build income outside of my 9-to-5, I realized that I was called to serve other women who wants to learn how to build multiple income streams so that they can actually build the life that they actually want for themselves and help them realize that they do not have to be bound to a 9-to-5 if they don't want to. If they want to, that's fine too. I know for me, I wanted to have options. If I want to work a 9-to-5, I can. If I don't want to work a 9-to-5, I don't have to because I have options. So I know that I am called to show other women how they can build options as well. So this morning, as I was working out, something put it in my spirit to do a coaching call. So I'm still praying about it. I think that I want to do one-on-one coaching with women who are struggling to identify their purpose. I don't have a link yet because I'm still praying on it if this is the direction God wants me to go. But in the meantime, drop in the comments if you would love for me to help you identify your purpose. If you just want to have someone else input and help you figure out what God has called you to do, let me know, and I would definitely be open to doing a one-on-one call with you. Again, I do not have a link yet, but if you drop it in the comments that you do want coaching, maybe that's the confirmation that I need that I should move forward with it. So let me know. But in the meantime, I also have the corporate exit challenge. So if you want to learn how to identify your most profitable skills, if you want to learn how to start building income streams and options outside of your 9-to-5, I highly recommend the Corporate Exit Challenge. This is a challenge that will basically help you get started from scratch to having a high converting offer ready for you to sell or offer to the people that you are called to serve. Again, it's called the Corporate Exit Challenge. I'll drop the link below for more details. I also have the exit plan cohort. This is where I hold your hand for 6 weeks, step by step, and walk you through building an additional income stream from your most profitable skills, okay? Your God-given gifts. If you want live support and guidance for 6 weeks as we build your offer and get it ready for you to promote and or offer to the people that you are called to serve, go ahead and check out the exit plan monetization cohort as well. So that's all I have today. I just wanted to do a really quick video about your purpose. I know there are women out there just like me who are not sure what they're called to do. And so I just wanted to give you a few tips on how you can start identifying what that is. Again, continue to ask God to reveal to you what you're called to do, who you are called to serve, and He will eventually answer. He may not answer immediately, but trust me, He will eventually answer. Like I said, I just turned 42 and God didn't reveal my purpose and my calling until a couple of years ago, until basically almost 40. So if you are around my age, don't feel ashamed, okay? It's all about God's timing, okay? But also it's about trial and error, okay? So as you try different things, if you're thinking about different side hustles that you can do outside of your 9 to 5, it may be your purpose and it may not, but you will not know until you try it. So don't be scared to try something new. Don't be scared to test something out. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it aligns with you, then great. If it doesn't, then you just move on. All right? So I will talk to you in the next video. Go ahead and like this video if this helped you. And if it didn't, just go ahead and like it anyway. Talk to you soon.
Wait. Hold up. Before we officially end this video, I just wanted to leave you with one final thought. As I finished recording this video, I spent some time in prayer, and I really feel like God gave me more clarity about these coaching calls. As I stated earlier, I honestly believe one of the reasons God allowed me to go through so much trial and error in business was so I could help someone else. Every business I started, every lesson I learned, and every mistake I made gave me wisdom that I can now share with someone who's just getting started. So this is why I believe God placed these coaching calls on my heart. My desire is to help someone gain clarity sooner, avoid some of the unnecessary mistakes I made, and move forward with greater confidence and direction. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, if you're ready to identify your most profitable skills, create an offer, and build a business that aligns with the life you actually want to live, then the Corporate Exit Challenge is where I recommend you start. It's a practical step-by-step framework that helps you identify your most profitable skills, define who you're called to serve, create a solution-based offer, and build out a complete offer blueprint that you can confidently bring to life. But if you're looking for more personalized, faith-centered guidance, if you're asking, God, what have you called me to do? Who have you called me to serve? How do all of my gifts, passions, experiences, and skills fit together? Then I believe these coaching calls are for you. My goal is to help you seek God for clarity, recognize the gifts He's already placed inside of you, identify who He's calling you to serve, and help you get into alignment with the direction He has for your life. Now, I don't have an exact date or even a guarantee that I will be releasing these coaching calls because I'm still praying through all of the details. But I'm here to serve you. So I would love to hear from you. If this is something you feel would be helpful, let me know in the comments. I would also love to know what you need help with. Are you trying to identify your purpose, figure out who you're called to serve, gain clarity on your next step? Let me know. The more I understand what you need, the better I can create content, coaching, and resources that truly serves you. And if I see there's a genuine need for these coaching calls, I'll absolutely put them together and make them available. And before I let you go, I also forgot to mention one more thing. If you're enjoying this type of content, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Every week, I'll be sharing my journey as an online business entrepreneur, what God is teaching me along the way, and the lessons I'm learning as I continue building a business that's aligned with my purpose. My hope is that my journey encourages you, strengthens your faith, and reminds you that you're not alone as you build the life God has called you to live. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.